pushed and she pulled me. Don't feel like the old me. She called me her blessing. Never learning one lesson. She pushed and she pulled me. Don't feel like the old me. Don't feel me like the old me. She pushed and she pulled me. Like the old me. Don't feel like the old me. Oh, you, loving your little me. Like the old me. Don't feel me like the old me. She pushed and she pulled me. Like the old me. Don't feel like the old me. Don't feel me like the old me. She pushed and she pulled me. Like the old me. Don't feel like the old me. Oh, you, loving your little me. Like the old me. Don't feel me like the old me. She pushed and she pulled me. Like the old me. Don't feel like the old me. Lately, I've been feeling that you never really love me or like me. Romanticizing me. So if you're really feeling something, then why are you beside me? Lately, I've been feeling that you never really love me or like me. Romanticizing me. So if you're really feeling something, then why are you beside me? She called me her blessing. Never learning one lesson. She pushed and she pulled me. Don't feel like the old me. She called me her blessing. Never learning one lesson. She pushed and she pulled me. Don't feel like the old me. Like the old me. Feel me like the old me. She pushed and she pulled me. Like the old me. Don't feel like the old me. Oh, you, loving your little me. Like the old me. Don't feel me like the old me. She pushed and she pulled me. Like the old me. Don't feel like the old me. Like the old me. Bet you think I'm still mad, that I'm still broken hearted. And you keep telling my friends that we'll get back to where we started. I put it all in my past, and I'm glad that I'm done with you. I know that you think you're all that, but you're not, if that's what you're gonna do.
We're just gonna let it do its thing. Oh, this track's so hot. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, we'll add a stats header. Why not? Uh-oh, we just lost all our data. I jumped the gun on this. I kind of gotta wait a second. Yeah, we have no data right now. All right, so this is something that I was working on earlier that I wrote a tweet about. Earlier today, I needed like a demo world to show off Iris because I can't really show mine. It's far too personal. So I can't show that. And so I was thinking about how can I create like a realistic world with all sorts of like actual-ish data, or like a cohesive data across the entire application. So I had Claude write a seeder that uses Prism and Anthropic to generate this like demo world using structured outputs. So here, let me do this. Let's see. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. Like it says we're creating this world with AI, right? We're then like clearing out existing demo data, and then now we're generating this persona, right? So it generates a fresh persona, like this Marcus Chen. He's a senior level developer at Harmonic Labs. It's different every time. But we get this like generates conversations, generates a bunch of memories, consolidated memories, base truths, refined truths, truth conflicts. And then once it generates all of that stuff, it goes in and creates all the models, all the relationships and everything, gives us this demo login. So now we have, because it's being kind of like this persona's generated first and then passed around, and like we get the LLM kind of creating this cohesive fake world. Instead of just using faker, we're getting like real-ish conversations as if it was like a developer talking to an LLM, and like semi-realistic tool calls and stuff. So all right, let's see what's going on over here. It does take forever to run. I noticed it was missing something, and I was gonna have it go fix it, and Claude fixed it, but it ran the script which clears out the data. So we need to wait a minute, because if we're gonna have an instance working on the UI, we kind of need to have that fake data there for the UI to be present. So we're moving on now. The biggest thing, generating the conversations takes a fair bit of time. The code is absolutely like AI slop. Like, for sure. I haven't looked at it. It follows my skill rules pretty well. But it's pretty AI sloppy for sure. Let's check on YouTube, see if it's working. Hasn't killed me yet. Oh, okay, so we should have data now. Did it just like make up? It makes up fake fucking tools. No? See? That's like a realistic query, looking up Laravel documentation on the web. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Insights page. The emotional intelligence is now filled out. Okay, cool. Oh, let's take a look at this plan. Whoa, here we go. UI consistency review in Vaporwave enhancement plan. Sick. Enhance conversations you want to match voice style and truth page include customify. Alright. I was kind of hoping for like improvements, but it's gonna like work on making this more consistent. So let's see what we get. Let's rename this session. Sick. That way we can get back to it. Oh no, this playlist is like, it feels really fire, so I'm vibing. And this is kind of how I use Cloud Code. I watch it as it works, and like I tend to just correct things in real time because it saves me time on the reviewing end, right? Like I end up just kind of sitting here bored. Sometimes I'll like look away for a bit and scroll Twitter, to be honest, but like I do for the most part keep an eye on things and make sure what it's doing makes sense. No, it knows what it's doing right now. I'm not going to tell it to use the Tailwind skill. That does look a lot more consistent. I'm curious. Oh, that's working. Let's see what we got for ha! Exactly what I wanted. I bet y'all can guess what we're doing next. We're gonna have it audit the React code. Now it's re-looking at things with Playwright now that it's done like doing its work, which like we were kind of looking at as it worked. Oh, cool. It did the detail view too. Running tests. All right, so I think it's done looking at the UI. Let's poke around. All right, so we have some new message stats about conversations. We have our messages, which is, I mean, this looks consistent. So this is actually something I'm super stoked about. So truths, right? As memories happen and truth distillation takes place in the background, I guess should I take a step back and explain truths? Chat's dead, so I don't know. All right. And I want to do. All right, so new memories come in. Truth distillation happens. Looks at the memory and says, "Is this a truth?" Or is there a truth in this? Is there like a truth statement or something that can be extracted to a truth? Now, it will automatically try to like resolve that with similar truths and then turn them into like a new generation. But for certain reasons, they'll become conflicted under review. So this is like a perfect example of a conflicted pending, like a perfect example of a conflicting truth. Like this, and this came from the AI process, right? So if we look at this, we have like the current truth is like wants to transition into a DevOps role in 18 months and focus on infrastructure. Proposed update, career goal, establish expertise in real-time distributed systems and grow into like a solutions architect role, focusing on the Laravel applications at scale, blah 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 blah. All right, so it's got a proposed update, right? And like the new evidence is that like a recent LinkedIn activity shows Marcus, who's the persona, presenting at Laracon US about scaling real-time Laravel applications and mentoring 2 junior developers and WebSocket implementations, blah, blah, blah. Check leading on a platform, blah, 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 blah. And then it gives you like reasoning why there's confliction, and it gives us like how strongly it feels about it. So we can resolve it in a couple different ways. We can accept the proposed evidence. So accept the proposed new one. We can edit it. Yeah, it gives us the new evidence and everything. This is sick. I'm sorry. Like, I think this is so sick. And so we have, right, we're going to accept it, reject it, keep the current truth, or we're going to merge it. And by merging it, that's you making edits to it and, merging it, adding any notes so that we can like resolve the conflict. Here's some like examples of resolved ones: a merged, a rejected, some accepted, all of them. We can go back to truths. All right, while we're working on the UI, let's fix this. Oh no. I'm sorry, I'm like just really into this track and the next few tracks that's coming off of my like current favorites, so just some stuff I'm like really vibing right now. Chat, what are y'all up to? What are y'all doing hanging out? I don't know, I never hang out with the chat, but it gives me an excuse to just sitting here watching Claude do stuff, you know. Hey, we get a nice little badge above conflicts. Ooh. Love that. I actually really like that. Oh shit. I was scrolling around while I was taking screenshots. Hands off. I could have let it. Okay, mad, or is it? Oh, it's just done. Yeah, it's done. Do you want to clear, or do you want to just keep this context going? I think we. Oh, that's going to be my instance. Oh, that's right. Because this all took place before plan mode, and we cleared context and went forward with the plan, so all of its current research was lost. So we basically are restarting the research phase, so I really should throw it back in plan mode while it does this. But yeah, this is Iris. Still says crystallization. But we started calling it generations. All right, we're gonna bail on this. Again, why are we typing? I want you to analyze the UI. You can use the Playwright MCP server if you want to explore the UI and take any screenshots to analyze. I want you to make any suggestions based on the front-end design skill and help me improve this UI. The aesthetic is minimalistic vaporwave. This is really boring. But I also find this, like, keeping an eye on it, I find to be incredibly insightful into how it's working and the things that it's doing. And so if I'm sitting here watching it and I realize it's getting off the rails, or it's like just it's missing something, yeah. Let's try that. And always plan mode. Always plan mode. If you're not using plan mode, you're doing this wrong. For sure. Alright, let's get this plan. I was gonna have it load the Tailwind skill or tell it to be like not overly specific with, but it did do all the research, so we're just gonna roll with it. So we're gonna clear the context, let it roll. We're gonna see what skills it comes up with. Now we do have did I tell it to do this one? Just force loading some skills. Like I said, it's not really great about reaching for skills when it should. Hey, baby. Hi, baby. What up? Puppy want up here? Nope. What other skills do we need to load? Front end design skill, Tailwind skill. Jeez, excuse me. Force loading skills. We're in the we're in the push to wrap things up, so we're just kind of going through tightening up what we can tighten up. Like the chat is, I think the front end code for the chat's a disaster. I think I know what I want to do with it, but I gotta launch first. I can't keep tinkering on it. I gotta launch at some point, right? So I'm committed to like Tuesday or Wednesday next week. I think, yeah. I want another one, but they're all gone. Let's take a look at this plan. Come on, let's spit it out. It's the plan. Where'd the music go? Oh, didn't like the plan. I don't know enough about React. I'm reading through this plan and I'm just like, yeah, this all sounds good. I guess. Yeah, we're back to planning. I hope it creates context files for me with this plan. Alright, let's see what we got. Critical bug fixes, performance optimizations, component extraction. This is a hot track too, actually. For the record, it's a pretty hot track. For those of you who just tuned in, what we're doing is we're working on Iris, which is a project that I have been working on for a while. It's a chat with a whole bunch of custom memory layers. And what we're doing right now is we're working with Claude Code, getting it to do some component extraction and React refactoring, because it's been pretty heavily vibe coded and the front end definitely needs some love. I put a lot of love into the back end, but the front end has just been hacked on a lot, and I need to bring it in line. So that's what we're doing right now, is we're getting Claude to do some work for us. So we got it to do the plan, and we're now just like letting it execute on its plan of cleaning everything up. We're gonna have front end, it's gonna be blown out while it's working, which is fine. I have no idea what it's doing though, because like I don't know React that well. It's a little stressful because I've got pest browser tests in the test suite, which give me some confidence, but like I'm gonna have to go test everything in the UI now, which I guess is a nice demo for all of you to see stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go test the entire UI now. Did it create context files? It did create context files. Yes. So that's some of the prompting that I have in here too. In that CloudMD file, I lay out to like create these context files where we have like the plan, context and decisions, and like tasks and audits. Like the plan one is becoming less relevant because Claude Code has gotten much better about like how it handles plans and after compaction reloading the plan file, which is great, which is kind of what these context files would serve in place before. It did that automatically. So now that Claude Code automatically like reloads its plan after compaction, the plan context file is becoming a little less relevant, but the tasks file I think is still important, and the context file I think is still important because that kind of encapsulates decisions and like other things. Yeah. Yeah, I found some really good stuff, and I say I attest all of that to how do I use tree? So in skills, what we loaded is the inertia react development skill. We had it load this Vercel React best practices skill, and the Tailwind development skill, and the development planning skill. We had it load those skills up front, as it was doing its audit, and then we had it load those skills afterwards to be now present as it's working. But yeah, it caught a few like good things that I understand. But man, my React is so rusty. Yeah, and this is all like TypeScript too, so it should hopefully, it definitely found some typed errors earlier today that like nothing else caught, but was definitely a huge bug. It's wild. Oh wow, look at that diff. Got rid of all of that code and replaced it with a component. What's up, buddy? What do you want? Just whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I guess. Oh my gosh. My son wants to make an appearance. Sorry, we got away from what it was doing. Yeah, I was looking at this wonderful diff. Alright, build succeeded. Let's poke around. It's cool. Honestly feels a little snappier. You want to see what's up?
Sure. So, what's
Oh, you're so you're building an autonomous security orchestration system, so watching agents refactor React trees is always interesting. You learn quickly where they're strong and where human good. Yeah, yep. I just don't, and that's kind of how I feel about this stuff. Is I'm like I watch it do the work because I'm still like skeptical of the output, right? And like I feel like human in the loop is still really important, especially if you like care about code quality. If I was doing this as a SaaS, I honestly would care 1,000% less about the code quality, but like the code quality to me matters in this because we're selling the code base. So now it's just running the PHP test suite, which does have Playwright browser tests as part of it. So we'll see if that comes back with anything, but this is looking all pretty good. We kind of like refine the styles a little bit. Oh, Len, what's up, man? Thank you. I'm I'm pretty fond of it. There's a few things I want to tweak still. Ooh. We have a failed test. Oh, I think it's mad about... Sometimes it gets mad when Playwright's running in the MCP and browser test used Playwright. Oh, the test suite is just taking forever to run, which I have an idea. Oh, almost everything's mocked faked. We use Prism's faking implementation to handle the Prism side of things. Ooh, yeah, let's run that. Killed it, that's for sure. We got left. Let's run in tests. Let's try... Yeah, Playwright's nasty. I had it happen before when the Playwright MCP was running that I had like browser tests failing. Another failure, but like this test suite's taking way too long to run. Oops. Alright, we're gonna do those. We're gonna do... We're just gonna run the test suite. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a failure. Oh, see, this failed. Oh, never mind. Nope. I know why that error happened. It's the fake data is problematic. We're hitting timeouts because there's a JavaScript error. It failed to create an entire hook that it was supposed to do. Cool. And it was like a vital hook too for like scrolling stuff into view, which you have no idea how much of a pain in the butt that was to get right. I know this isn't gonna send. That sucks. Actually, I have an idea. If we go into this should work now. I went into the database and deleted all the tool calls, the demo tool calls, which was like throwing a 400 error on the Anthropic API side. That's not good. Okay, so it does see images. It was just on retry. I guess that's a bug. Yeah, right, Len? Yeah, getting it to scroll to the bottom and like pinning it there like you would have in a conversation was like a huge challenge. Like getting it to do it on load correctly, and like if I scrolled and then typing started happening, and then like scrolling while typing's happening. Okay, so definitely saw the image. And this button here copies like the raw markdown to your clipboard. Let's make sure that works. Sublime, because it created a copy to clipboard component. Yep, that works. Great, tests are passing. Yeah, Len, check out this conflict resolution for truths. This is like pretty sweet. So when a new memory comes in that contradicts a truth, there's some that'll like auto resolve. If it makes sense, if you like have a new memory that comes in that says something that's like, oh, my son's now like 14 years old, and you had it set as like it was 13 years old, you know, there's like a conflict. Like here, like they want to be in a dev like career goal, it's to like transition to DevOps role, but like the new evidence is that like they're speaking at a conference about real-time scaling in Laravel applications. Well, here's what the proposed merge of that like truth would be, and it gives you the reasoning and everything. So like super into visibility, and then your resolve modal, you can like reject it, accept the merge, reject the merge. You can like customize the text in the merge. Yeah, let's see what clock's up to. Is it just done now? Yeah, it's just done now. I did a lot of work. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this skill. Alright, we want to add front-end design skill. No, we'll just do this. Woo! Yeah, dude, it's just lazy git. I love it. I use it all the time. Just for like little edits and stuff. Like, I don't know. I fly through it. It's so good. Yeah, Len, this is Iris, man. If you go into the like the user message, you can see the system prompt that was sent. Look at all that. Look at all that context. Summarization, relevant context. Memory hygiene. And then on the assistant message, I'm like, this is all editable too. Like, whenever you need to like edit context, you can come in here and do that. But on the assistant message, you have like all your detailed token info about the conversation turn that happened. I wish I could show my instance because it's got like almost 3,000 messages, but like it's way too personal. I really can't show it. So this is all just like demo data generated by an LLM. Yeah, here, check this out. So this is a cool example of Iris in action. Iris decided to store a memory based on what we were talking about, like build a custom seeder using Prism and LLM to generate. Like we can go look at this memory just straight up right here. Marcus, which is the persona that this LLM generated data was based on, created this demo world for. Right, we could probably edit this memory down to like, probably just like delete that and call it a day. Truths are the new hotness. This is like, you know what? All right, we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna hop off because we've been going for like an hour 40. So I'm gonna get my son to bed soon. I'm gonna keep on working on this though. I got a launch to make. Yeah, we've been going at it today, man. Just trying to tighten things up for launch, like. Looking for all the modals. We're going to update that. Oh yeah, we still got to talk about that. Oh yeah, so this is cool. So inside the assistant message, you get the token information from the conversation turn because it's a user assistant turns. But you also get detailed tool call information too, like you get all the raw arguments, the result from the tool and everything. these wider? I don't think these are wider. All right, we're gonna actually get in here and do something. Let's go with that. Didn't change anything. Ah. I just kind of want this to be a little wider. All right, I'm calling that. Let's see what we did here. All right, y'all. I'm gonna call it at that. It's been, yeah, we've gone for an hour 45 hacking on this. I'm gonna go get my kid to bed. I'm gonna keep on working on this tonight because we've got a launch to like Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Like, I think we're gonna go live with this, so lots to do. So I'm gonna toss this track back on and I'm gonna see y'all off. So we will catch you again maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for hanging out while I work on Iris this whole time. Thanks, Len. We'll talk to you soon, dude.